demonstrations. Now, these demonstrations are important. Why? This warns you to stay away from bootleg, bootleg, copycat, fake projection screen paint scams. These are black screens. These are black screens that are coming up making statements that they do the same thing we do, that they make black paint and they understand the science behind it. They don't understand, Jack. Trust me. So they're saying that they have the same thing we have. We make the same thing. So they'll come on camera, you know what I mean? Some will tell you what's in it, some won't. Most likely this is what's in it. We already know from the door we've made enough of this stuff to basically put against our own product to prove it. But it's made basic simply. It's made, not ours, it's not made this way. This is the fake ones, or bootlegs, or copycat ones they make. So they use some silver mica. Some silver mica, that's what they'll pick up right there. And then they'll go pick up some white paint. Sorry about that. And then some silver paint. Now the reason why, the reason why they'll pick up the white and silver and mica, because they feel that this is going to cause their white levels to read better. This is what's going to work. This is how it's made. I think they got Mr. Bird figured out. This is how he's making his product. Products are not worth $300-400 due to the fact that this is all that it is. They get some black paint. We're using a very high grade black paint. We're using Black Dynasty paint by Home Depot. And we have a mixture of PPJ silver. We have a mixture of mica silver into it. And we got some white paint in there. So, show your screen's black. There it is right there. I can see that the whatchamacallit behind it, it's gray. That's the modem. So it is black right there. Now, in this demonstration, usually what they do in these demonstrations, they do standalones. They don't have our product. It'll be just their stuff saying we do the same thing. Let's get this one started over here. Now they'll send the video. Look, I've got the same product as his. Why spend $300-400 for his product? We have the same thing. I want to do this full video over there. We're picking up the same white levels. We got the same color. We have the exact same thing his product has. This is why I tell customers, I warn you, stay away from fake products that don't work. Now, for people who make these fake products, you know what we're going to do to you, right? We'll see you in court. Because you make some statements again, like I said in the last couple of videos. Next week we begin this process, but you make statements. You have the same thing I have. Some of you use my name. Some of you make them stated that our products were scam and rip-offs. We'll see you in court next week. We'll get that process started, start filing. For the consumer, these copycat fake products, not even tested. One of the things I will be asking your company in court, if you are selling this stuff, is your testing process. We want to know what kind of testing you were doing, especially when we buy your products. Please don't give me back my money. Don't do that, man, because that'll be used against you in court. But making sure that your product actually does work, especially if you're mentioning us. But that whole silver mica nonsense, that doesn't work. The white paints and all that stuff, that don't work. I know in the back of your mind you think that you're actually picking up white levels and you're seeing it, but your product is really dirty. Now, let's stop it here. Pause right there. I said pause. All right, now we're going to go over here. We have it over here. This is our technology over here. I mean, your screen's coming up orange. It's supposed to be white, not orange. Put that right there. All right, let's go grab surface. Put that right there. Yep. Now you see how dirty that comes up? That's a product that's not tested. That's a black screen paint that has not been properly tested, and it doesn't read actual white. On our end, on this side, we see dirty colors. We do see contrast, but we see a lot of dirty colors coming up. And your white levels are coming up like a really dingy kind of orange look to it. That's why when we put it over here, it completely changes. So to the consumer, this is why you buy from us. Because all our stuff is tested. We can back ourselves up in any courtroom. We have batch number verifications. And we have something called a black versus black test, which I'm going to be putting down that link. You can go in and check out all the many test demonstrations. This is why you compare our product to theirs. If they're not following our tests, if they're not doing the demonstrations correctly, If they're basically not giving you information, it's like you're asking for black paint versus their product test, and they have none of these. They have no test before product was sold and after sold, no batch number verifications, walk away from them. And I got a message to people who sell those products. Our company's going to challenge you in court. So if I find your business and we come out to buy your stuff and you cancel receipt, we'll see you in court. Because clearly you just told me at the end of the day, you can't back your stuff and you're selling a fraudulent product. Consumer deserves to get what they paid for. I like to get what I paid for at the end of the day. Consumer wants to get paid for. And if you're one of those other ones that have been going out doing demonstrations claiming to be me and doing false demonstrations against our products, we will definitely see you in court. And these lawsuits, like I said, will reach $1 million and above, including jail time we're requesting for cyber harassment, stalking, you name it. We're going to add it all in there and make sure you get 20 years per offense. Look at that. Look at the corn. Look how horrible the corn came up. Gee whiz Louise. I think some of you are going through a bit of a shock feature right now because some people actually believe that. You know, they got brainwashed by this and believe their stuff came up that dark. This is not going to go well for you in court if you did one of these videos. This is going to be pretty bad. And keep in mind, I'm going to explain something to you. There's no plea deals in this. We're not taking any plea deals, no bargaining, nothing. It's just hard right to the door. There's no cease and desist orders, no warnings, nothing. We're coming for you. That's it. Process server door, lawsuits, jail time, whatever we got to do. And if you decide, keep in mind how serious this is going to be. If you decide to not show up for court and run, I got a bounty hunter that can track you. So I would advise you just turn yourself in, get it over and done with. Should have never did the videos to begin with. Oh, look at the corn. Good gracious. See, this is why you don't put our names into stuff. If you think at the end of the day that I'm a scam company at the end of the day and I can't back myself up, this is the worst thing that's going to happen to you in a courtroom. Because you're going to walk in there. See, it's like the equivalence of seeing something that says lion on the cage, right? And you think it's a little kitten in there, right? You think a little kitten, like a little kitten that says kitten on the side of the cage. Like, oh, a little kitten there. Why you got such a big cage for such a kitten? And you're going to open up that door. You're going to walk in. That door's going to shut. And you're going to realize there's a full-grown lion in there waiting for you. And he hasn't eaten today. That's what you're facing in a courtroom with us. There's no way to get out of that situation. That door is locked behind you. That's what some of you have gotten yourself into. What if we brought barbecue sauce? I definitely have to have barbecue sauce when I eat. And as for the consumer, for anyone who's selling a black technology, anyone, you have to request a black versus black test. If not, you're going to get this mess. So for the fellow who went on YouTube, who did the Hey Bear videos, and sat there and said, don't buy from so and so and so, we know your location. We literally have enough evidence to prosecute you in court because your video demonstrations, you took my name and claimed it as yours and went in and made false demonstrations, recopied our videos, and did a ton of these videos. So you're looking at a couple $1 million lawsuit. You're looking at over 60 years in jail. We know who you are. Hey Bear. See you soon. Doesn't make a difference what state you're in. That doesn't make a difference. When we file over here, you'll be coming here. Ah, scary, aren't you? I know you're scared. Should be. I'd be scared too if I did one of those demonstrations. I'd be like, oh, shoot. This guy can back his stuff up? That's insane. Yeah, I'd be scared to death. Oh, man, it's going to be brutal for some people. Man, you can't make our stuff. I had sat there and told you in the day, you can't steal my blessings. Did I say that to you? Did I say it on camera? You can't steal my blessings. Didn't I say that? I know how y'all stuff is made. I can clearly see it on camera how your stuff is made. I know all the stuff y'all put into it. My stuff is fake. There's no testing. We go to your website. There's no testing. There's nothing there. Just some fast, quick, copycat, bootleg paint that you make at the end of the day. And if you sold any of this paint, if any consumer bought your products, because mind you, we can get a subpoena to go to your PayPal account too. Did you know that? Oh yeah, we can go to your PayPal account, get a subpoena. As long as we get a subpoena for anything to go through anything we want, as long as it's involving a court case, we can tell if you sold this stuff to anyone. So we can take you for court for consumer fraud. They'll go through your finances and see how much of this stuff you sold. You can't back that stuff up. If you don't have proper testing for it, you're in trouble. That means they're going to put out a alert for the consumer. Any consumer who bought that stuff, that there's a lawsuit being placed against you, and they can join in on a joint lawsuit to take money from you. Oh yeah, we'll cook your goat. We'll cook it good. We will cook it good. And your customers can get their money back. Let me see. Let me go to Samsung 4K demonstrations. Oh, I like this one. Here's a good one. Commercials don't read nothing. So when you hear Mr. Bird go into your channel and you hear him say, your video is too dark, your video is too dark. I know what I'm talking about. For the people that were taken to court, if you get a defense attorney, if your defense attorney comes up to me and says, Mr. Bird, of course he's probably done his research, how long have you been in black technology? He's going to walk away from that courtroom pretty seconds. I know quite a lot. I actually know more than you. Let me put you on a stand and my attorney answers you. You won't be able to answer one question. You don't know what you're doing. Your products are fake. Those ingredients I just called out of 100, that's like 99% of it. That's 99% of how y'all make your stuff. Because you know why? You think like noobs. You think that if you put white into it, it's going to see a white level. If you put silver into it, it's going to see a white level. If you put mic in it, it's going to see a white level. If I mix that together, I'm going to make a white level. Every single one of y'all did the same thing. Phantom HD, same thing. Phantom HD used something called Black Fox. Black Fox is a little lighter than black. It's kind of got a little brownish to it, look to it. So he mixed silver into that and mica into that. You know what he did? Silver and mica, when you put it in the Black Fox, turns into a tan color. That's what it does. That's why his black nose were coming up tan. Another fail. Rogers at the end of the day, I don't know what the heck was in that mess of the day, because that stuff couldn't even turn black. He kept stirring it and stirring it and stirring it because it just didn't marry well. I don't even know what he was doing at the end of the day at that video. So he's another world by himself. Fernando tried to make his own black paint. He couldn't do it. We gave him permission to make our black paint. He couldn't do it. He don't know the first thing about black technology. He can't even make that UV mix and Frankenstein correctly. He tested that stuff. It was absolutely horrible. White levels on that stuff were extremely poor. And for a screen paint that dark, for that dark color, it's supposed to be ambient light projection. It didn't even have a gain count on it. He couldn't even say it's a gain count. You can't call that a 2.0. That should be way higher than a 2.0. So he didn't know the first thing about any dark technology. So, but basically, numbered a bunch of copycats, frauds, and fakes out there at the end of the day. That's why I said, I wish you would. I wish y'all would put your stuff on eBay. I wish you'd make your own website. I wish you would. I would do this to your product. Because I know how your product is made. I can tell by looking at how you made it. You're nowhere close to what we do. Not even in the ballpark close to how we make our technology. Your store, your products, nothing. We do is shut down the minute we come near you. That's why they return our money. Why do you think people return our money to us? This is why. This is what we do to them. What we have for time? Oh, we're good. See that? You don't pick up nothing. That black fake screens don't pick up jack at all, period. I was down quite pitiful. I don't know whether to laugh and cry in that one. Oh, let's get this one right here. Now see that fire? Everything's dirty. You pick up your contrast, you're not reading those white levels. See that? Let's go back to that real quick when the explosion went off. Look at this, watch. See? Can't read white. Can't read white, you can't read color. They work hand in hand. See how our screen picked up the black level and the high white levels at the exact same time? There you go. Oh, here, you come over here and chill. Come on. Come over here, you little man. Come over here. Not over there, but over here. Come on. Come over here, you little Sasquatch. Little Sasquatch. Messing with Sasquatch. Here you go. Good color. See? White love, they're too dark. See that? Look at that. Look at the red. Look at the red on her blouse. Look at that. See how dark your red levels came up? Look at our red levels. Look at that. Look at my skin tone. Look at your skin tone. And get a little closer to the screen. You want to see a little closer? There you go. That's literally what you picked up. So all those paints you see on there claim to be us, that's what they read. All those people said they can make our products, so that's what you read. Now, I may get you on. If you sold this stuff at the same time when you were slandering my product, that means not only am I going to sue you in court for basically making false accusations about saying you have my product at the end of the day, but I'm also going to hit you with consumer fraud on top of that, which with two of these things. Gee whiz Louise. Don't anybody test stuff anymore. Color is supposed to be natural, not supposed to be that dark. That's why I said, just because you have a screen that's black doesn't mean it's going to work correctly. Black screens are very temperamental screens. Very temperamental. You have to not only test these things on different and well-lit environments, extremely well-lit environments, low light, dark environments, comparison against certified, comparison against white screens, different forms of fabrics and paints, different calibers of projectors. You can spend roughly 2 or 3 days on one projector, and then you have to switch over and do another one. You have to do switch outs and demonstrations all the time to show that you're not basically using a projector because of that high power capabilities. You can switch out to something way lower. Side-by-side demonstrations, 720p versus 1080p. 1080p versus 4K. You have to have all those demonstrations, which means you should have anywhere between roughly close to about, I would say in the first start, close to about 200-300 videos. Where are your videos at? If I take your butt to court and we ask where those tests are at, what are you going to do? That means you sold a product without proper testing. This is a very serious charge in consumer fraud. Where are your tests? Why am I looking at this mess at the day? Why is your screen not working? And for anyone that sits there and says, yes, it is yours. I can tell how your product is made just by looking at your videos. Why is it doing this? Mind you, we made the guys paint online. We use hobby paint, kids paint. We need anything special. I didn't go in and get something from Home Depot or Lowe's. I bought it all from Amazon. Sent it to him. Even he knew that we knew how his stuff was made. And he sent it back to us. That's why we call it the refusal. Didn't even have network grade 7073. Just looked at the screen like, oh yes, that'll match network grade 7073. We pulled up the color match. I was like, yeah, that right there. That's the same color right there. Did it match? It did. When he did the demonstration, what happened? It matched. There you go. The bare silver screen, we also challenged them. We're the ones who sponsored the bare silver screen test. We asked them to do that one too. Guess what? Also another match. So I can tell in your videos that your paint doesn't work. But we're not going to do a back and forth side by side thing. We're not doing that. I'm going to take you straight to court when I settle it in court. So all that running your mouth, all that shuts down right from the door. It's just me, you, and a judge. We'll settle it in there. And the reason why that has to be done is because the consumer has a right to get what they paid for, right? Don't you agree about that? I'm going to ask you that question when we get to court. Does the consumer have a right to get what they paid for? You'll be on the stand, don't lie. Does the consumer have the right? And if you say yes, I'm going to say, how come your product's not tested? Where's the test? There you go. Set you up for the serve. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Untested products. Untested products don't work for Jack. Oh, I got another one. Who does that video? Is it LG? I think it's LG. LG 4K demonstration. I'll wait on that. It's the LG. No, it's an LG, right? Yeah, here it is. This is what I wanted. It's one that Fernando did in his demonstration with the P2 where he matched house paint. Now, if you're one of those people who said that you have my product, this is a bad one, so you know that, because it's a very serious charge. You claim to have a technology that you don't possess, and you make statements that this is my product, especially if you printed out a label that looks like ours and said it's my product. This is very serious. We hit you per account on this. So if you did 6 of these videos, that's 6 times we're going to drag you in court and file lawsuits and criminal charges on you. Now look at that, look at that, look at that. I got a niece looks just like that. Can you believe it? She's Russian. She's half black and half Russian. She looks nothing like she's black. She looks just like that. You ever seen her swear up and down that she was basically, she's white. She's not. She's half black and half Russian. You see her mother, which is crazy because her mother's dark skinned. And it's crazy because they walk together. They would never believe in a million years that was. She had a hard time when she had her as a baby because there are people literally caring to her. They live in a very upper class neighborhood. There are people that would call the police thinking that she stole the child and that was her child. Isn't that crazy? But yep, she looked just like that. Just like that. You would never believe in a million years she was black. But anyway. And we sing Happy Birthday, like keep it on the beat. Look at that, look at that. You know, paints, this fake bootleg paint is garbage. It's interesting how we can come out here and do demonstrations with gray screens and we can slaughter you guys left and right with y'all washed out paints. But I can also come out here and I can make several different versions of black paint and I can post it. I can mimic y'all stuff that y'all make right now and send it right back to you. And I bet you it'll match your stuff. That's why when I said the question, when I said you can't sell your product. You can't put it online, you can't sell it, because if I get my hands on it, it will do this to it. And you know that, that's why you can't sell it. On top of that, you can't, your address, you don't everybody know where you live at, but don't worry about that. That'll be taken care of real soon. We'll have that in no time at all. Once we get enough, we're going to have enough evidence already. You're literally using my name without permission, so we already got clearance to do it. Now look at this right here, look at this, look how horrible that looks. To the consumer, let's get back to the consumer, because these guys already know they're screwed next week, they already know. But to the consumer, look at that. That's why you don't buy fake, bootlegged black paints. Because when they sit there on camera and they say, we have the same product as his, like Fernando in his video, we clearly have him in the video saying that you can go to Home Depot and you can buy the same thing as the Apex. It's nothing more than cheap black paint. That's what you said, right? All right then. You start tomorrow. You start next week too. This is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Very, very bad. And he's looking at a bench warrant. He can't show up. He's on definitely got a bench warrant. But anyway, getting back to this. As you can see, massive difference between what we do and what they do. There we go. I must be the big dog. Because the big dog, they keep coming after me. I must be the big dog. I must be the one to prove that at the end of the day, you get past us, your paint works. Well, that's an honor. Now, you see all that? That's how dark those colors come up. Look at that. That teddy bear is really dirty. Man, can you imagine your kids bringing you a teddy bear? They'll say, like, no, we got to put that in a wash machine. That is definitely going to wash. That's a germ factory. Whew. White levels are poor. That's what I saw in Williams' demonstration. Williams in there screaming in his apartment about how our product is a scam. Williams, I have 60 videos of you screaming in your apartment. We're going to show the courts at the end of the day that you abuse your privilege at this building, screaming and yelling in this apartment, attacking my company, including the dozens of emails. At the end of the day, yeah, that's a $10 million lawsuit. That's a lot of money when you get paid for that one. Whew. I get my black Audi with that one. Every lawyer I saw that. He was like, so what are you going to do? Like, how much you going to ask? So they didn't say if I was going to win or not. They asked me, how much am I going to ask for? What you going to ask for? I said, I didn't really think about that. I was thinking about 350. Like, oh, freaking heck, no. I said, no, you crazy? He said, you got enough evidence to lock this down with no problem. He said, you better ask for more than that. And I was looking through the whole thing, and the guy asked for something to happen. He got $4.7 million. I was like, So I went back and asked, can you get $10 million? He said, yeah, you can get $10 million. You can get more than that. That guy openly attacked your company and made all kinds of false statements about you. Not only that, stalked your business, stalked your family and friends, and was using the post office, abusing the post office. You got a freaking post office inspector on an open case on this thing. Heck, you can get $10 million out of this. So, that's what I'm going for. You're not going to retire. I can literally sit there. That's going to be interesting. See, I know myself at the end of the day. That is going to be an interesting turn of events. I don't want to talk about that here, but I had to ask myself, with that kind of money, would I just walk away and just retire? Well, we'll see when that bridge gets here. What happens on that one? I don't know about that one. I couldn't even answer that one. I mean, bottom line is I don't need to work at the end of the day, but I mean, still at that at the end of the day, why would I? I can just do what I want. Chances are I'll be working. Because I like to work. Like, I literally like to work. I mean, I really, really like working. So chances are I'll probably be building something else crazy. Something I know that I can fund with that technology that I can work on. Like, you know, so I'm building my own freaking generator, which is actually like a power plant. That would be something I would probably be working on. A miniature power plant. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Sorry about that. I'm going off topic. I'm thinking about something I want to do. But anyway, I can see, look, see? Man, I know that's a beautiful thing for some places, but that would freak me out to have that much stuff laying. Oh, see this right here against my house at the end of the day, because I think about the bugs. It's so gorgeous, beautiful. Especially when you got flowers in it, too. Your house, everything would smell like roses. You imagine that walking out? Of course, there'd be a ton of bees waiting for you, but still, so beautiful. Now look at this. Look at this. Fake, knockoff, bootleg, counterfeit, black paints versus the true, real deal. So, no message to you people out there that are trying to step on Mr. Bird to try to get to where I'm at. And you even think about it. As I told the rest of them, I will burn your harbor to the ground and I will sink every single ship. You'll never be able to bring them up when I get done with them. And then when I get done with you there, I'll take you to court and I'll finish you off. You understand? Stay in your lane. You want to make a black paint? Mind your business. Stay in your lane. You know, chill. Stay in your lane. You challenge my company, it'll be an embarrassment. You've seen what I do to those guys in the day. Don't go down that road. Don't. It's not worth it. Not worth it. And as for the consumer, that's why you buy only from us. Because we're not going to waste your time and your dime. Ooh, flatty butts. Yeah! Bam! Flatty butts. How dare you? How dare you? It's my cat back here acting up. I think I'm listening to some Stevie Wonder today. Got the song stuck in my head. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I'm having a little fun back here. See that? There you go. That contrast level too much. Oversaturation of contrast. I can't wait to get that black alley. That thing's gonna be sweet, man. I'm gonna all the stuff I'm gonna do to it. I definitely want the whole thing stripped down to the frame. I'm gonna have the whole thing gutted. I'm taking it over there. I'm getting armor plated, but I'm gonna have it all stripped down to the frame. There's some stuff I'm going to add in there, optic fiber wiring and all that stuff in it. Some cool stuff I want to do to it. I definitely want a drone hive in it. I wonder if it has like the shock systems where they raise up and down. I definitely want those because I definitely want to put bigger tires on it. It's a Jeep, so I definitely want to do like a little. Man, I'm going to put this thing up real nice. I can't wait. But I definitely want to put in a what's the word for it? I can't think of the name of it. I want the tires here, more better suspension system on it. That's what I want. That's why they got to take the whole thing apart when I get it. They got to strip it down, rebuild it all back up again, because it's a certain way I want it customized built. But anyway, yeah, I want a little nice shock system on it. Bring it up just a little higher. There's a Jeep in there. I want it to look like a Jeep. Like a little 4x4, but it's a black Audi. This thing's gonna be sick. I can't wait. Bum, 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 bum. I always wanted to have one of these things, these chemical sets like this. I want one of these. I had a buddy of mine who has one. It's pretty good. Like, what are you making it of? And you'd be looking at it like, thinking he's making something really scientific at the end of this. No, brewing tea. He's a funny dude. Got a lab coat and everything. He's a funny guy, man. I got some of the coolest friends, I swear, in my freaking circle at the end of the day. And he's got a full chemistry. And he does chemistry and all that crazy stuff. But there's one section of the table, like he literally brews tea over there. It's funny because you see him drink it at the end of the day and you go, ah, like he about to change it or something. And I go, dude, so what's that? Is that tea? That's tea. Oh man, I love my people. Funniest sense of humors ever, I swear. Where are we at for time? We're good. We're good for time. Having a little fun with the fake bootleg black paints. Comparison to our technology. Now, any of you out there that you know who you are, any of you out there feel the need that you want to do a demonstration saying, hey, the video we did is completely false, I'm going to challenge you in court on that. That's going to cost you money. See you in federal. You understand that? I've even seen one demonstration out there claiming that this is we debunk, then we'll take it to court. Why do it on YouTube? Let's go in front of a judge and do it. Sign, see us in court, or we'll come get you and we'll take it to court. Either way, we won't get you. So don't talk it. Let's go to court and do it. See, people get different when you start mentioning judges and lawsuits. They don't want to go to court now. Everybody want to be quiet on that one, right? How long has Mr. Bird been saying, let's go to court and do this? How long? Anybody sign yet? No. There's a bunch of fakies at the bottom. Now, if you're a fake and you did pop up at the bottom with a YouTube account and you made a statement you'll sign, well, we'll figure out where you're at and then you can sign. Don't say it unless you mean it at the end of the day. You understand? Because that's considered to be harassment. We can get you on harassment coming into my channel harassing me. So you want to sign it? I'll get you to sign it. No problem. We'll send a process server to your front door. You'll sign it. Anything else? I want to say at the end of the day that we have using camera tricks. Go ahead. That'll cost you money too. Sign that check, see what happens. I'll cash it for you. Now, those of you who have made that statement, we got you on YouTube actually making that statement. It'll cost you money. You better back it up. Anything you say, we want to challenge you in court on it. Anything you say. Because you know what that means? That means that that's money I can get out of you. Because I'm making money off my trolls. Paid from trolls. The purpose now is to collect you guys, to make money off of you. Why not? You're easy money. You go on YouTube, you make accusations you can't back up, and the only thing you feel at the end of the day that the reason why you can do this is nobody will figure out where you live at. Well, newsflash, we showed you how we can track you, right? All right then we'll see you in court then. Till then, this fake nonsense is garbage. You don't put any testing in this stuff, man, at all, period. This is awful. Why in the world would you even try to sell this stuff? You didn't test any of this stuff out. What about put against other black paints? Have you tried other black paints tests, to black versus black tests? Have you done any of those tests? You haven't done any of this stuff. So you're just going to put this stuff on the market and sell it to consumers and not even know if this stuff works or not. Now what happens if you sell enough of this stuff? Say you sell about 30, 40 gallons of this. We buy your stuff and it does this on camera. Then what? You're going to have a lot of people contact you about getting their money back. And one of them could easily file a consumer fraud charge against you. Any one of them can take you to small claims court and get you. You're open for lawsuits. That's why you have to make sure all your stuff is tested. Very important. It's a very important process. Now, all those companies out there decided they weren't going to really do any tests on black levels versus their products, and they're just going to come out there with a high-powered projector and say we read a contrast level. They're going to be challenged this year in court. We're going to challenge them. I don't care how big a company you are. We're going to challenge you. Because there's no way anywhere that gray between seeing black. send you a nice little email, I have a nice little conversation. I've been talking to people first before we go down that road. And now you're willing to go in and remove whatever off your page and correct that? Hey, that's fantastic. You want to fight us? Let's do it. We'll see you in court. What we got for time? They need to bring a bond game back out, man. Freaking online bond game. I'd be in there playing that faithfully every day. Karate chop, y'all. Tell me that wouldn't be funny. Get some of that karate chop. That'd be embarrassing because you're walking around the gun, they're just chopping people. Yeah. That's one game they need to bring back. They need to bring back Bond. Definitely need to bring back Bond. I'm watching you. I'm literally sitting right here watching you. I'm watching the screen, but I'm watching you at the same time. Don't be slick. Don't do that. But yeah, they need to bring that back. They need to bring back James Bond. They need to put it online. Oh man, I missed that so much, man. N64 had the best one. As the ultimate bragging rights, you can melee somebody with that freaking kung fu chop. Like, oh, but you had a gun in your hand. I just got you with my hands. What's up with that? All right, I'll see you in the next round. I miss that so much. Bootleg black screen. Where is your white levels? What's going on here? Oh my goodness. See? Guys on camera talking about what you need here is some mica right here. This will make it work just fine. It'll do the same thing his product does. I literally have you on camera mentioning my company's name and making that statement. Gee, what's Louise, that's going to hurt for you in court. But they leave, they get mad and leave automatically because they know they're done. I bet you right now trying to figure, get a defense attorney. Have him contact us. But it's not going to help because he's going to come in and see this and like, geez, this is your product? He's going to look at your demonstrations that you did against us and he's going to come and say like, oh my goodness, Mr. Bird, you want to work on a plea deal or something we could do out of court? Like, nah, we're not doing that. We want maximum on everything. He says, well, I don't want this. I don't want nothing to do with this because he didn't want to lose. No lawyer wants to lose. Who the frick wants to lose? Like, he's going to come back to you and tell you like, look, man, I had a conversation with that guy and I popped over and had a little visit and that screen is freaking, it looks nothing like your screen. Did you lie? Because they're always going to try and start prosecuting you. Did you lie? Did you ever have this product? Like, did you ever have this product? And if you say no, he's like, oh, I'm going to tell you something. I got to drop the case. I can't do this. So they can't touch you. There's no way in the world he's going to walk that in a courtroom and try to defend you, and he's going to lose. And then those people at the end of the day, who, if you did buy the product, you got to go through a batch number verification process, which again, you can't win those things. Even PayPal couldn't get around one of those things. Because we can clearly show that we make this up at 5 gallons to 10 gallons at a time. That means a bunch of people have this product. That means you're going to have to prove that 50 people out of that container, their stuff did the same thing yours did. That's not going to work. That's why they're virtually impossible to get around those things. That's why we have them. They're time stamped. They're done live. They can clearly show done to testing. Testing demonstrations that date back to the original testing when the screen first came out. You can't get around those things. You get caught up in a batch number, that's an automatic open and shut lawsuit. There's no way to get around those. Your attorney will drop your case in a hot second, like, wait a minute, he did a batch number verification, like live, like wrote batch number verification. He'll come back and do it himself. The judge can do it. You won't win that. He's going to drop your case. Oh, boy, you guys don't know what you're getting yourself into. I feel, it's not that I feel sorry, but for the ones at the end of the day who really believe that we're like that, and you went in all in and did all that stuff, you are so screwed. It's not even funny how bad you're screwed. You're the ones that are going to be begging the worst. You're the ones who are going to be saying, hey, look, I didn't know, can you cut me a break? Because we can't give you that. Because if we gave you that, that means at the end of the day, it shows that we don't take what we do seriously. We have to use you as an example. So you'll get maximum like everybody else. And as for the customer, well, at the end of the day, well, now you know the difference between the two. Now, not only am I going to kick your butt on YouTube, right? I'm doing right now. I'm beating the daylights out of y'all. I've been doing it all week. But when I get you in the courtroom, I'm going to have it on court document records on how badly we crushed you in a courtroom, and that will be posted for everyone to be able to read. Does that thing look like it's smiling? Is it just me? Or does that look like it's smiling? I'm going to tell you something. I mean, that's kind of creepy in my world. And I mean, I know God made it in the day, but that really creeps me out right there. If I saw something like that and I picked it, oh no, we're not going in that direction at all, period. What is that anyway? It's funny. There's so many animals on the earth, and you would never see all of them ever in your lifespan. You would never see every animal on the planet. You ever think about that? The lifespan you live on this earth, you will never see every animal on this planet. And it looks like it's smiling. It's like it's got that Five Nights at Freddy kind of vibe it's giving me. What is this thing? Nature winner, bum, 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 bum. Didn't even mention what it was. Oh, like, is this thing smiling? It really looks like it's smiling. Is it a fox? It's like some kind of fox or something. It's cute. It's got no neck. It's round shape. It's friendly shape, but it's probably not friendly. It's just like it's smiling. You're like, hey, up on this hill here. Want to come over here? I haven't eaten all day. It's round. It's round, friendly shape, but it's not friendly. That is crazy. It looks like it's smiling at you. That is crazy looking. It's a Joker. Yeah, it looks like he's smiling. I've never seen that before. That's crazy. With a big old fluffy tail. Ugh. Man, look at those antlers. I would not want to get impaled by that. Beautiful creature, though. Just sitting out there chilling, relaxing. There's a squirrel. Taco, you should be watching this. This guy's chock full with animals. Curious, how fast does the heart rate beat of a squirrel? It's got to be way up there. Squirrels. If squirrels were human, they would be coffee drinkers. They would drink coffee 24/7. Yeah, that's a wolf. That is definitely a wolf. The other ones they were foxes. What do we got here for time? We're good for time. We're good for time. So I'm having fun back here. You'll see me doing this in court. I do that all the time. We wait in the waiting room. We dancing in the hallway. About to hit a home run right out of the park. Yep. It's out of here. You know, you swing that bat. You got that one hand. You hold it when you hit it. Bam. Yeah, take that sucker right apart. That crack. I know when these guys, those baseballs, there's a certain sound they know they hear when they know it's going over the gate. They know that sucker's going over the gate. Bam. Oh. Now see, that's the reason why you only buy from us. That's why. And as for you naysayers and people make fake products, we will see you in court. Next week we begin the filing process. 16 people are having lawsuits are being filed against you next week. Some of these lawsuits will be in small claim, some will be in federal, some will be in civil. I can say this from the door. If you cannot back up anything that your product or anything you said against me at the end of the day, this is going to be brutal. And I mean very brutal. So, get ready, it's coming. You knew this day was going to come sooner or later, right? You knew it. You knew it was probably a small thought in your mind that sooner or later I'm going to get caught for this nonsense. And the day has already come. So, it shows that we can back our product up, as I said before, at 100%. I know how you make your products at the end of the day. I know about all this mica silver nonsense and these white paints you put in there, try to make your white levels read. And that stuff is just nothing more than just trash. It's not real black technology. When we get in court, when I get you on that stand, I'm going to ask you some questions. Questions I'm going to ask about your knowledge in black technology. You better answer correctly. Do not lie under oath. That's an additional 7 years if you mess up on that one. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wow. Wow. Oh, the upside down furry face? Did you just give me the upside down furry face? How dare you? How dare you? I gotta replace this other screen too. I'm gonna put a fixed screen here pretty soon. Anyway, so with that being said, I enjoyed the video, had fun. I got to do another promo demonstration again, crushing your screen, because those are the ones we actually push out everywhere, showing that your bootleg fake products don't work. I will, those of you who do sell the product, if you are selling it, will be at your sites to buy, which I doubt we'll find them, because you don't sell this product, again, because it's a fake. But if you did make an offer about faking or selling it, we are going to challenge you in court. We're going to know how much have you sold, how much testing you've done under the products, and where are your tests. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And on top, this is fantastic because the customer gets to see it on a standalone. See, you didn't have my product at all, period. You just probably had some black paint or whatever. Those who made those statements against your gray screens. That's going to be a very hefty lawsuit, by the way. So you're going to pay for my lifestyle. What you're going to do, you're going to pay for my house. You're going to pay for my truck. You're going to pay for my new office. And you're going to pay to fund the new business on hunting trolls. Paid by trolls. I'm just serious. I'm actually starting. I'm bringing people on board for all of this. To hunt trolls and get paid off of them. Why not? You don't seem like you don't want your stuff at the end of the day. I mean, really, you seem you don't want it. Like you don't want your stuff. You don't want your freedom, so, you know, why not? Right? We live in a digital era. Might as well take advantage of that, right? Now, you already know that the trolls are going to come up and make their excuses about blah, blah, blah. We'll use that against you in court. Thank you so much ahead of time. Anything that comes up on your channel, anything that comes up saying, well, that's not going to happen, blah, 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 go ahead. We'll document it when you see it in court. And that'll just be something more I can add to your plate. Your stuff doesn't work. You have to face reality. Your stuff doesn't work. It's a scam product. That's what you have. It's not properly tested. You are angry and mad and you lied about our products. If you feel at the end of the day by retaliating, by doing something else, all this is doing for us is just giving us additional more information to go in and file another lawsuit against you and get you more jail time. That's all you're doing for yourself right now. That's it. You can't back up anything that you just said on your YouTube channel. Not a thing. If you could, we had a cease and desist letter a long time ago. We've had attorneys sue us a long time ago. Because none of that happened in any way whatsoever. You know that you have no evidence to be able to back your claim against me in court. So therefore, next week when we begin the filing process, you automatically know that you're going to lose this in court. 100%. And your reaction is going to be today on these videos is to go on your channel and say things, nasty things about my company, which I'm happy, go ahead, because I'm going to use it against you in court, because I got somebody already on your account documenting everything you do. And when we get the okay, we'll bring in the cyber investigator, we'll start tracing that IP address. Now, go ahead and delete your account. Doesn't make a difference. We have a copy of your account. That's all we need. That's all we need. It's just your handle. The handle that you use to design in Google with the email attached to it, we can get all that just from your handle off YouTube. That's all we need. Oh man, you make this so easy. I'm taking my family to Disney World too, on your backs too, of your money. I'm taking a few people out to Disney World. You're going to pay for it. I'm not paying for that. You're going to pay for that. Awful, awful product. How do you come on channel with that mess at the end of the day? That looks awful. Oh. But it works. Look, it does the same thing. Oh, my goodness, that's awful. Absolutely awful. Y'all couldn't make products if your life depended on it. It's awful. Let me see. We got a little time in here. House, we want to embarrass them real bad. Oh, let's do this one. Lorax. Trailer. Let's see if you work on movies. Oh, this is going to be rough. There's a lot of bright colors in this one. Did it over saturation of contrast. Your levels are coming up too dark. Everything else is coming up dirty. I don't want to pay too much of this, I'm going to get in trouble. There we go. That's what we do to your movie demonstrations. You'll get crushed on every level. Gaming, movies, anything. We can make this screen look absolutely completely unwatchable. Now, again, if you are a company, at the end of the day, and you do challenge my technology, I got showrooms coming up. I'll display you on 200-inch screens showing your stuff completely unwatchable. I'll paint my name into your screen, and the only thing that will show up is my name. You know how embarrassing that would be? We're painting cancel right across your screen. Your stuff got to be tested, people. Got to test your stuff. So we're going to be doing a whole segment this week on copycat, bootleg, poorly tested black paints. That's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to be putting a special section on the blacklist for you people at the end of the day who did these videos. I'm going to put your YouTube handle up there so everybody can see where you are, fake account or not. And we're going to put your videos up there, which you can't remove because they're pre-recorded. All your stuff is pre-recorded. So that way if you remove the video, we still got a copy of it. Can't get rid of it. Like that whole video with the making the black and white paint mixture nonsense over that guy, he can never get rid of that video because we got tons of it. We got them pre-recorded. Can never get rid of it. Or the video of him basically matching house paint when he's wearing the red hoodie, the worst one. Can't get rid of the video either. We got tons of those videos. They're all pre-recorded. We're going to dub your video, make a copy of it. Even the bare silver screen. I sat there and said in the video, the caption is copying this video before it goes missing. That's why we copied it, because it went missing. Oh, man. What you selling your customers here? Look at that. That's so dirty. So dirty. It's funny because, like, when it comes to the gray screens, you got to put the lotion on the screen because your screens come up ashy than a mother jumper. So ashy. And then with the black screens, y'all need some soap. It's so dirty. It's so dirty. Why are your screens so dirty? Oh, man. I love crushing these guys, man. Every day I crush them. We jacked them up yesterday. We love messing with y'all. Y'all products are horrible. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all clearly do not know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You really don't. And we just did this one already. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all just making stuff, putting it on camera, putting it on standalones, trying to trick and fool the customers. And then, you know, it's funny. This is what I'm going to do. Anybody who posted at the bottom by saying, oh, that looks fantastic, I'm going to take your handle. I'm going to put it on that blacklist so we can show how you don't know jack at the end of the day next to what we do to that. No, enjoy your fame. Next time, keep your mouth quiet and don't speak on things you don't understand, and you end up in this mess at the end of the day. That is pathetic right there. We're almost out of time. I'm enjoying this. I really am. Jeez Louise. Y'all didn't do any research on this stuff. Why didn't you do any research on your paints? Why? Why would you do this? LG snowboarding. Why didn't y'all do any research on this stuff? Hope you didn't sell any of this stuff. Now look. Go back here, the boot. Right here. Go back here. Right here. Now you see that? Right there, the boot? Y'all couldn't even get the Adidas symbols. Y'all can't put the white level on the snow. Snow's off color. Y'all can put a contrast. Y'all can't see white. Look at that. Look how horrible that looks. So when you do standalones, right, and you don't do comparison, that's considered scamming from the door. That's a scam. Because you have to have a comparison screen there. In all demonstrations, you have to have comparison screens. That's why we do that demonstration. We take the gray screen, we paint a little square in there, we write our name into it. That's why. Oh, man, that's ugly. Boy, I feel sorry for a consumer painted that mess. That's what Rogers did. Rogers went out there with the same thing. It's the same silver mica Rogers was using his demonstration. Talk about what you're going to do is put some Vaseline in it, and then we're going to put some poly in it, and then we're going to put some of the silver mica, mix it together. Talking all this nonsense on camera. You don't know what the freak you're doing. Like a little kid in the kitchen trying to make a cake for his mother on Mother's Day. You're just messing. You don't know what you're doing. Why in the world would you put Vaseline in there? You know what Vaseline, oil and water does? Oil and anything what it does. It causes the separation. That's probably what's going on in that freaking paint you were making. You kept stirring over and over again. You got some kind of oil in there. What is the deal with you guys and oil at the end of the day? That's why I kept mixing. That's why I wouldn't mix. It kept separating. It kept coming up black. You ever seen when Solid Wake 5 popped the top and it was supposed to be black? It was black here, but it's gray here. And he's stirring it and stirring it. Well, what we have here, it looks different. No, buddy, it is what it is. It came up gray. Because whatever you put in there causes separation. Constantly putting oil in there. What is wrong with y'all? And then when you roll this stuff in, that's why the customers who previously had that stuff, they complained. You know why? Because the screen had these blotty, shiny spots all over the screen. That's the oil pushing through. And then you hit it with an ultra short zone, what happens? Hot spotting. That was going on. The Goopy Goop was having that issue. Yeah, and then he comes up with this freaking crazy gain. 0.8, 0.9, it was a 0.85. A 0.85 gain? What the frick are you using at the end of the day? That sounds like a freaking beacon off a lighthouse. What the freak? I'm looking at that like, didn't string changes? Are you? This is the road we're going down now. We're just making up anything now. We're just going along with anything. So now we're just going to make a paint. Come on here, talk about your mumbo jumbo. It has a 0.85 gain to it. That's crazy. And then it has 2 gains on it. And depending on how you paint the screen, the gain changes. What kind of Mickey Mouse nonsense is that at the end of the day? And then you freaking, I'm going to call you what you're idiots. You're freaking idiots. You come out here and you make this mess at the end of the day, and then you go on your channel and you try to say that's our stuff? Oh my goodness, man. In the courtroom, we're going to crush you in there. You know that, right? They're going to crush you. It's going to be the equivalence of Chuck Norris kicking you in your private areas with a pair of pointy-toe cowboy boots with a booster system on the back of his boots so you can get an easier father charge. Your test is going to be up inside of you like a dog when we get done with you. You're going to come out there with strapless and high-heel shoes when we get done with you. You're going to cry so much in that courtroom. You have any idea what we're going to do to you in there? This is why I explain to people from this day, don't write these checks. Don't write these checks. What are y'all doing on the channel? Y'all make the industry. This is why the projection industry is going down the drain. That's why. The projectors are amazing. The new ones are making by these big companies, amazing. But the screens are crap. You got these idiots out here making these fake black products that don't even do what they're supposed to do. You got these poorly made gray paints that claim to read contrast levels. Half of them sit in the dark with a claim of a 2.0 gain, yeah, whatever. They charge your customer tons of money for these projectors. And then when you pay all that money, the first thing you say is you got to be in an ambient controlled environment. You got to calibrate. How the frick do you calibrate with 1.7 billion colors on that machine? How are you in the dark with 2 million to 1 contrast? So these companies make more and more advanced machines every freaking year. And the sad thing about it is that the freaking screens haven't caught up. You know how far you're behind when it comes to screen technology? We literally are using 2011, 2010, and 2012 model projectors, and we can do demonstrations, and our demonstrations that basically people today with modern projectors can't do. That's how far behind you are in screen technology. But then you got these dipsticks at the end of the day who come up with the dumbest stuff I've ever heard in my entire life. Where do you guys get this stuff from? Honestly, where do you get it from? 0.85? I literally had to post it on AVS forums. They went back and said, I thought I was crazy. Like, no, it actually does exist. Go check it out. And they came back with laugh emojis. That guy literally didn't know what he was doing on YouTube. Gee, was Louise. That's the dumbest thing I can say right now. And the longest I've been in this business, that would be the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my entire life. That you can paint a screen and it has 2 gains to it? Where did he get that from? That tells me at the end of the day that somewhere along the line in your head, something is unstable. That is something's going wrong in there. Where would you even come up with an idea like this? How would you even think this would work? It's just an automatic lawsuit for consumer fraud. There's nobody gonna believe that nonsense. But you got some people out there who think they're privileged. And they think at the end of the day, because they say certain things, that people are gonna believe what they say. We call that crazy. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm gonna tell you something. To this day, no matter what freaking interviews I get on that art technology, I'm always going to bring this one up. Because I would have to say, that would have been one of the craziest things I have ever heard in my entire life in this business. I've seen some crazy stuff. But that is the funniest thing I ever heard. You paint the screen, same paint. There's no added crystals to it, nothing. Same paint, and you get a different gain. He literally said this on the Goopity Goo. He said, if you paint the screen a fifth time, it gets slightly brighter. I got you. I got your recordings. I got you saying it. Slightly brighter. How do you know it's slightly brighter? How would you know? How do you know which gain you're getting? It's funny because anyone who did the screen never talked about the gain range. McAfee didn't talk about it. Crow didn't talk about it. That fellow over in England didn't talk about it. He was in the dark the entire time. The screen had a 0.85 on it. This is what it's coming down to for the consumer. You guys are making a bunch of cartoon products, and the consumer has to go out there, first time buying a projection screen for the first time. First time. They don't really, just learning about the field. Don't know much about it and learn about the field. And they bump into you freaking nutcases at the end of the day. This is the reason why. There's two reasons why I'm taking you to court. One, for the dumb stuff you did. And two, for disrespecting my craft. So when I get done with you, I'm going to make sure 100% that you stay in the prison system. I want to make sure you never ever get out. And I'm going to sue you for so much money that you would have to live 6 times over just to break even on the freaking interest on the hit you with. It's not about anger at that. I have no hatred for you. You just do dumb stuff and you deserve what you get. Like your kids. You have a child leaves his bike in the driveway, right? You run over it and you break it, right? You destroy it. You're ticked off, right? Probably caused some damage to your vehicle, right? And you're mad because you worked so hard. You wanted that bike so badly. You got it from, right? Now, do you hate that child? No. You're just angry at that child, disappointed at that child at the end of the day, right? That's how I feel about you guys at the end of the day. Disappointed. Disrespect my craft that way. You're going to pay for this one big time. Ooh, round. How you feeling today? Round. 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 Taco doesn't meow, he judges. You can get it from the camera, I don't care. We're done. Unbelievable. Disrespect my craft that way. You'll pay for this, trust me. Wow. I don't know how they do that, man. How the frick you slide down? I can see it on skates, but on a freaking board, you slide down a freaking staircase like that's crazy. White screensaver. Let's end it with this. I got to do another promo demonstration for the site. This is going to go on a list for our products to show at the end of the day how badly we crush your products. You know, mica paints, mica paints, mica paints. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. So when Mr. Bird comes to your channel and I hear me say at the bottom, I say, your screen's too dark, your screen's too dark. When I tell you you can't sell that product, you will not sell that product. If I get my hands on it, you'll be embarrassed, trust me. Now I made a very high level black paint. Easy. The mica, PPJ, white paint. I made enough of it. I know the balance of it to keep it black so it doesn't turn gray. This stuff would match your stuff easily. And yet we could do this to it. It's like the same thing I made the example about how advanced are black screens versus gunmetal. I made an advanced gunmetal, very highly one too. And I took the advanced gunmetal and I knocked out every certified screen I could get my hands on. Every single one. I've knocked out 17 screens in one hit against my technology. That's my track record at the end of the day. 38 Black Widow did it. And the 38 Black Widow was one of the best gunmetal screens we've ever engineered. But it took out every single gunmetal screen I laid against. If you ever saw the demonstrations, check out my archives. And then I turned around and I used the black technology to take out the 38 Black Widow, 39 Black Widow. To show you at the end of the day that how weak your gunmetal screens are compared to our technology. Easy. Now my next stage for fun, because I gotta remember, I just sat there and said I got nothing to challenge me. I got a new fun challenge now. Challenge is to destroy you guys bit by one. These little fake demonstrations, yeah, I'm locking you down. You don't sell jack anymore. Or you won't sell jack. You put your product on a website, YouTube channel, anywhere it pops up. we'll take you to court and we'll challenge you on it. My company versus you now. You sell it on an eBay listing, Amazon, I'll come by it and I'll destroy it. I'll knock your entire market line out. I'll do this to your screen. Mind, this technology only 10% completed. You don't sell anything anymore. That's it. And if you want to challenge me in court, bring it. We'll see you in court. And I guarantee you, when I get done with you in there, you wish you weren't born. See? That's how you'll be a businessman at the end of the day. You want to be a big dog, got to be a big dog. You guys on the end, you're not that then all, period. Because you can't back your products up. So that's that. So next week, we'll see the rest of you in court when we get ready. We'll file everything, and as soon as everything's ready, which processing time should be fast down here, once it reaches the judge, you'll get a little piece of paper, and by process server, we'll get one in your state to come to your front door, and then we'll go from there. If you don't show up, we just lose money, that's all. We'll just take it out of your pocket. Mind you, just so you know this, how bad these things get. Even if it's $12,000, if this thing hits your credit, it can levy. You can actually, $12,000 can do a lot of damage. Because it's a lawsuit, it's a judgment against you, it's a lien. That's why you got to show up for these court cases. So, if you're saying at the end of the day, well, just 12 grand, that's basically about it. That means that you're going to have a debt collector pop up at your front door and start taking your possessions from you that tally up to 12 grand. But meanwhile, before this hits, this is going to wreak havoc on your credit, which means your credit score, Credit Karma, is going to show that you owe $12,000 because you lost a lawsuit. So your credit score is going to be destroyed. Those of you who need your credit scores badly, you can forget it. It's going to be gone until you pay up that debt. And keep in mind, if you don't pay all of it up, then the interest kicks in. And the interest can accumulate pretty bad. Now, mind you, that's 12 grand. Imagine if you get hit in civil and we get you for $150,000. So you got to show up. So keep in mind that 12 grand, if you pay it right off right away, then you're good. Hopefully it doesn't cause any damage to that credit. At least if you pay it off, it'll show on their end that you did pay it off. And if you ain't got it, then you're in a lot of trouble. Now, I'm going to have my money already. I'm going to take mine to the people, and I'm going to sell your judgment to them. And they're going to come after you. And they're going to garnish your paycheck. If you ain't got it, it's going to come out of your paycheck. Got an income tax? They're definitely going to take it out of that till you pay it up. Now, that's only $12,000, but still can cause some damage to you. Now, if you get hit with $100,000, you get hit with 50,000, 60, 70, 80, or 100 grand that we get you on, then that's even worse. Because now you got to pay $150,000 to us. And if you ain't got that kind of money laying around, you got problems. If the bank finds out you owe that type of money, there's a number of things that go wrong. They want to make sure they get their money too. They want to make sure that you can pay them. They may change and alter some things. You know, banks want to make sure they're going to get their money. They want to make sure they're not going to end up with a foreclosure on their hands. And this could cause a lot of problems to a lot of people. At the end of the day, if you don't get it right, mind you, the way things are going right now with the economy and things being very expensive, the last thing you need is a lawsuit. But unfortunately, some of you will receive this. And that's not the worst of your problem. It's not the worst, trust me. If we have enough on you to file for criminal, then that's even worse. So, was it worth it? Trash paints, all day long with trash paints, buy them. Yeah, I got a screen to do today. Some of you at the end of the day that I saw some of the stuff you did ain't worth my time, so I'm not even going to bother with you. But I'm going to send you a little email, send you a little message by, I had a lawyer send out the information to you. I have to let you know at the end of the day, go somewhere and disappear. You get a cease and desist order. You'll get one of those. Go somewhere else. It's just not worth our time. You didn't do enough, and I don't consider that enough. But some of you went too far with it. Some of you will end up in federal court. Now, let me see. Well, if we did a promo for the next one, what are we going to do a promo on for the next one? Let me see. We did that right there. We did the other one on it. We did the white levels on it for the promo. I think we got enough for the promos. I'm done with that. I want to move on to something else. Maybe we just crush them. I'm tired of crushing gray screens. I hate those things. I'm tired of doing those things. They don't do anything. Gray screen gives me no challenge. Excuse me. No challenge at all. No challenge at all. Gray screen gives me no challenge. You don't give me any challenge at all. This stuff should have been obsolete a long time ago. It's a gray screen. How in the world are you guys still selling those things? That's what baffles me. How in the world are you still selling a gray screen? How? You don't read a black level. How are you still selling that? There's no way in the world I'm going to sit up there and spend like $3,000 for a projector and somebody will say, hey, you put on this gray screen and read black. Oh, you lost your freaking mind. You think I'm stupid? You know, I was born yesterday. No one could ever pass that nonsense on me. Ever. But you're reading millions of copies. I just look at you like, I go to Best Buy all the time. And the service comes around, I look at the projector and go, wow, this projector right here, it's amazing contrast to it. You're going to pick up all these crazy colors on it. Huh. Why am I using this? What color screen am I using this on? Oh, man, you can use the white screen, man. To do a white screen, this projector to come with it, man, it's going to be absolutely amazing, man. Can I use this with the lights on? Because it's made like a TV. Oh, you need lights on. You have no idea who to have the conversation with. Then I whip out my cell phone. I said, no, it ain't going to work. Look at this. This is my screen right here. Bum, 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 bum. And I go, wow, that screen's black. I said, yeah, it's a black screen. When I leave out at Best Buy, they're buying my stuff at the end of the day. I'm not buying their stuff. How much does that screen cost? I've never seen a black screen before. Our website sells them. Here, you pull out your phone. Here, scan my QR code. There you go. When you get ready, let me know. I'll hook you up with a discount. That's how crazy our stuff is. I go into Best Buy to go look at a projector and I'm selling them my screen paint. You should have that stuff here. Nah. I ain't thinking about going down that road yet. That's too much work. That's way too much work. I mean, once you start selling to companies like that, they expect you to have a certain amount of work done, a certain amount of piece product. I ain't trying to do all that. No way in the world. You know, that's too much work. Maybe when I was younger, but now, no. I'm trying to keep myself exclusive. Like, you know, we only make a certain amount. Keep it exclusive. We make enough that everybody can get, but not we got to go down that line. I'm not trying to blow up like that on that level. I'm trying to keep it low. If I keep it low, that means at the end of the day, I get to do the stuff that I want to do. I got to oversee on this technology. I'm the only one that knows how this stuff works. I can't give this information off to anybody. The only person who knows how this stuff functions is a cat. That's it. He don't speak. Nobody knows. Nobody. My ex don't know. My mother doesn't even know. I'm the only person got it all trapped in my head. And nothing's written down. It's all in my head. I write it down one time. Boop, it's in there. So I'm the only one who has this information. Even though it's my office, I'm the only one in here. I can't even work with anyone because no one can know what's in it but me. So for 15 years, all that stuff is in my head and nobody knows. Only me. Yep. Only me. So I don't want to blow up on that level. I want to be somewhere I just we make this stuff ahead of time. Somewhere else, I got to make all this stuff. I got machines who are coming to make all this stuff. I don't know. That's going to be crazy when you really think about it. I'm probably going to have to do a trademark secret, which I got to read more into that, how that works at the end of the day. Because when I first got this ingredients, the Lord told me not to tell anybody. Nobody can know. And it's been that way since then. And ever since then, for the 15 years I've been in this business, for you naysayers, for you to understand this, no one has ever been able to make or duplicate any product I have ever designed. If that was the case, and I've been around for that long, wouldn't you have seen anything that looked just like me? Ah, there you go. I just constantly crush you guys all the time. Why must you make me crush you? Crush you, crush you, crush you, crush you. Crush you with crushing power. Crush you. My goodness. Y'all never learn. No one's been able to duplicate my stuff. I've dealt business with companies, corporations, businesses. They've all tried. Every single one of them failed. You know why? It's not their blessing. It's mine. And that's what you tried to do. You tried to take away my blessings. The consequences of that now is going to be bone crushing. That right there, lo and behold, is a new technology called the Imperial Black, the most powerful black technology we own. I can literally see the white levels from here. Look how bright they pull up. This is your nightmare at the end of the day. I kind of warned you on this. Remember a long time ago I said the clear version's crazy. Wait till you see what the black ones do. Isn't that crazy how bright that thing is? This is insane. 10%. That's what it is. 10%. That's all we have. 10%. So imagine when it peaks at 100. Then what? What are you going to do then? It'll turn your gray screens into a black sheet of paper. You wouldn't be to generate any light around that thing. It absorbs light like crazy. Look at the cases. See the case that's sitting behind it? See that white level? It's pushing off so much energy. When it pushes through that screen, anything in black comes up like a kind of a white glow to it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Now see, Mr. Bird came out. We came out here. What did I do? I debunked your theory about your product. Your black paints don't work. They're scams or rip-off. You got on YouTube, we give you some time. I believe in giving people long enough rope. So that's why I did this video later. Because I want to give you long enough rope to keep talking trash and talking trash and talking trash. We just gather more information because we use that against you in court. So I want to make sure you talk a lot so we can get you for a pretty amount, a good amount of money. But anyway, let you talk your trash as much as you want, and then we come in and we hang you. Give you all the rope you want, all the rope you want, and we hang you. And you thought at the end of the day that you had me, right? Oh, we always go through that all the time. You think you had me because we don't say anything. We're giving you a long enough rope to hang you. Interesting, isn't it? So now you got to go to court on this mess. What you gonna do? What you gonna say? Before I go to each court case, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna buy with your money. It's not your money anymore. It's mine. It belongs to me now. And you can sit there and say, no, it's not yours. It's my money. Because you got to win that lawsuit. You can't win it. You see what I just did a few minutes ago? You're not going to survive that in court. Oh, look at that real quick. That went down the wrong pipe. You want some of this? You want a swig of this? I'm drinking Kool-Aid. I do it my kind of like, you want a swig? And people joke like, oh, you want a swig of this? I say, no, I don't want a swig. You get coughed all over the bottle. I don't know that. No, it's nasty. Having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Now, I want to show you this right here. This is a 300 lumen projector, right? Now, in Fernando's video demonstration, next to our product he claimed he had, he said that our screen came out so dark you couldn't see it, which means you wouldn't be to see any of the yellows or anything here, even though this is on 300 lumens. Of course, it's not going to be there to show a beautiful image because of where distance we're at, screen size we're showing, and all the light we have in the environment. But for a black technology to still be able to pick up those color levels, the bright white plate, the different fruits and the different colors, the lobster and all that, how in the world would it be possible that you'd use a PK, ultra short throw projector, my screen coming dark, and I'm over here on a freaking Chewy. So, Fernando, when we go to court, like I said, well, you're not going to court, you're not going to show up. I'm not planning for you to show up. He's not going to show up, he's not going to be there. You can't. You got to go through TSA. You'll never make it through that. We all know this from the door. He even knows it. He's not going to make it here. He's not going to show up for the lawsuit. Guarantee, watch it come out, say he didn't show up. He's not going to show up for the lawsuit because he can't. He got to get through TSA. All that lying you did about saying you're a citizen, now it's about to come up. Everybody's going to see it. Another third red flag is going to pop up to show that what we said was true. You are undocumented. But if you could, you can make it up here. But you're not going to be able to make it up here because you can't get through the TSA. So with that being said, that means you're going to call the courts and tell them that you're going to be there, but technically you can't be there. And if you don't call, this is automatically going to acknowledge at the end of the day that you don't acknowledge the document that was put on your door, which means you're going to lose your case. We automatically went through default. So you have to call and acknowledge that you have the paperwork and you're going to be there, which you can. Now, once that's done, going over to criminal. I'm going to file criminal charges because I got like 31 counts on you. I'm going over there and I'm filing against you over there, including the whole counterfeiting bring you ran in your apartment. Now that one, you have to show up to that one. You have to. It's very important. It's a criminal case. Now, we know you can't show up. You know why? Because you don't have the paperwork to get through TSA. So then you're jammed again. So what's going to happen is, we're in court and we're looking at the judge, and the judge says, hey, where's Mr. Fernando? Why is he not here? Well, wait, we'll give him some time. And then we're still waiting. The judge is going to get tired and go, you know what? That's it. I'm done. He didn't show up. Issue him a bench warrant. You know what's going to happen after that, right? You know what's going to happen. They're going to contact Baldwin Police Department and say that this is the person, so and so and so. This is his address. This is in the court document. We need a warrant. We need to have him arrested. He didn't show up for court. We have a bench warrant for his arrest. We have a warrant for his arrest. And they're going to come out to your apartment, knock on your door, call out your name, and they're going to arrest you. That's what they're going to do. They'll put you in that little car or van or whatever, and they're going to drive you away from your apartment, and they'll take you down there, and they're going to process you. Fingerprints, mugshots, the whole 9 yards. It should be processed there. And then, I don't know how that goes. I got to look up the rest of it, but you have to be transferred here because this is where the bench warrant came from. You have to go over here to Pennsylvania. So then you'll be transferred here. Now, while you're here, I don't know whether they're going to take your paperwork from up there because it's on file, have it transferred here, or they're going to do their own over here. And then what that is, that prison I showed you, that's where you're going. You're going to be in there until a court date comes up. So when a court date comes up, they'll tell me to show up. I will show up. You're going to be there in a jumpsuit, of course, because you were in jail. And we're going to have this whole conversation in front of a judge. And we'll explain to him all the stuff that you were doing. And when you get sentenced, well, you're going to go back there, or they're probably going to send you someplace else. Now, mind you, and there, if we find that they skipped that whole process with the whole ICE thing, oh, I hope they do. That means we can get you on everything. And if I get you on everything, I'm going to get you on copyrights. I'm going to get you for cyber stalking, cyber harassment, post office mail fraud, running an illegal business out of your apartment, basically trademark infringement, terroristic threats. We're going to get you on everything, which means you're looking at over 80 years in the prison system. That's what's going to pop off next week. The following. Once we file, that's it. It's already in the system. It's ready to go. This is not something that's going to be in a police report. It's going to a judge. This is a case we're bringing up against you. So you better show up. Now say, what if he's citizen? What if he is? Well, I know he's not, but say if he is, right? And he goes through TSA and he gets down here. He gets arrested. You know why? Because we have charges here. We file for charges against here. The only reason why we have to wait for jurisdiction because they have to send it here to there in order to get him over here. But since he's here in this state, we can get him. We can get him arrested. So now you run the risk of that. Either way, you're going to end up in that prison over there. But you know how this got started, Jamie? The apex. You touched the apex. That's what the main lawsuit sits on. The fact that you went into your YouTube channel and you violated a batch number and you claim to have a product that you don't. And that lawsuit request is that we request for receipts. You don't have any of that. I watched the video. There's nothing in there. There's no receipts. There's no containers. You didn't purchase anything from a company. You went and did a fake demonstration. So you're going to have to prove my product came out as dark as you say it did. And we all know you're going to lose that one, right? You thought probably at the end of the day that I was going to get on camera and get upset and get angry and then basically make a bunch of videos and do nothing about it, right? No, I'm going to file again next week. I'm going to go file. The judge I want to get. I'm going to file next week. So next week I'm going to come in with a document that says that I filed. Bye. Now, two things are going to pop up in that whole situation. One, if you're a citizen or not. Two, if my product came with that dark, we'll challenge you in court on that. Yeah, guys, nothing but hatred, man. Nothing but hatred. Anything we work on, anything we try to do something better for the customer, he comes on, does all these fake demonstrations for everything that we do. We have a sale for customers, he comes in, does a demonstration, oh, we're just having a scammer sale. You do all that stuff. I got all that stuff documented. So, Fernando, when I get done with you in this process at the end of the day, I guarantee you, bar none, that you are going to spend the remaining of the time you have left here in this world in a prison system. And I guarantee when we get done hitting you with the rest of these lawsuits, I'm going to sue you while you're actually in jail, because I can do that. So I'm going to file a couple more lawsuits while you're in jail. You're not going anywhere. And then I'm going to hit that building. But I'm going to hit that building lightly. Because again, I need to talk, still got to talk to the owner. Because, you know, other people live there besides this jerk. So we have to go in and we have to do that lightly. It's a very difficult situation. But he has to pay me something because I do believe he did know that he was doing that stuff. Mr. Deere on the wall, John Deere. Bum, 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 bum. What's it like to have a TV projection screen? I think it's crazy. Look at it. I'm sitting from here. This thing's insane. I never get used to this one. This thing's just like having a TV. My customer's going to have a field day with this thing. It's going to be 106 inches of screen. That thing, they're going to have a field day with this thing. And yep, it's coming out to customers in September. We're going to be launching them in September. It's not going to be limited edition, none of that. You can get your hands on the screen. You can go right to the website and buy it. No invoice required. Just go and buy the screen. You're good to go. Yeah, bright that thing is. Look at that. We're going to be doing some more demonstrations on bootleg paints. We'll make different ingredients to show you how bootleg these things are. Be careful, customer. You don't want to get ripped off. Silver mica. I saw him use this stuff, man. He was like, yeah, use how you make it, put it in black paint. No. You guys don't even know what you're doing. It's like watching a little kid trying to make a birthday cake for his mother. Eggs and flour all over the place. He's trying. But Severin, when they do it, it's cute. When you guys do it, it's sad. My God. That's a joke. First time we gave Jamie permission to make our products, I saw the ingredients, I could not stop laughing. I was like, oh wow. Y'all amateurs. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. White. And what was the water? Is the paint going to be thirsty? That's why you got water. Is the paint thirsty? Like a paint like, I need water. I'm so thirsty. I got so much mica in me, so much mica. Give me some water, I'm thirsty. Is your paint thirsty? Is it thirsty paint? It's extra thirsty. Oh man. I swear it's so funny because I embarrass you guys every day, man. If I took a whole month off just to embarrass you guys, it would be hilarious. You guys are so freaking easy. And then we embarrass y'all so badly. Then I deliver on the other channel, open up 2 chat rooms so y'all can run your mouths and record everything you're saying, take you to court and sue you. Oh my goodness, this is too easy, man. You guys are so easy, man. You gotta make that thirsty paint. So thirsty. Thirsty. Y'all paint so thirsty when you paint it on the screen, you can take a soaking wet sponge and drop it and just dry up. Thirsty. That's why I gotta put water in because the paint is thirsty. Oh man, between that put the lotion on the screen because the screens come out ashy, and the other paint you gotta put freaking soap on it, dirty paint, and now y'all got paints that's so thirsty. What's the water for? Why y'all keep putting water in your paint? Every demonstration is water. Freaking Rogers had freaking half a container of water and there was like 16 ounces of water and paint. Well, what it does, it works as a delivery system. So if you guys ever get tired of lying on camera, I'm going to challenge you on that in court, Rogers. That was a funny thing. It works as a delivery system so the paint doesn't evaporate. What? It's seriously? And you know what? I think y'all get that Laffy Taffies that have them jokes on it. Are y'all telling jokes? Y'all like going to go to school for comedians? This is all a joke at the end of the day? Paint is thirsty. So thirsty. I guess they got the water because they got to feed the paint. Can't get thirsty. Oh man. He had water in his paint. The other guy had water in his paint. They all have water in paint. That's like y'all share your brain wave pattern waves together. Y'all all get together and y'all come up with this genius idea on how to try to make our products. Which one came with that black fox paint, whatever, and silver. That stuff ended up turning tan. And then the other guy came up, we had water with that, and then water with the Noor. Mike, what's the water for? Then the other guy put water in his paint because he wanted to give it a skin-like coating. He kept saying it's a skin-like coating. Has a skin-like coating. No, it's just watered down paint. That's why the gray screen on the other side that was prime, when he painted it, we see little English muffin little craters. That's the bubbles that were popping up and leaving craters in the paint. And the paint was so weak you can literally see the gray on the opposite side. That's why he advised you to paint the surface black first before putting down his coating, because he knew his coating would not be able to match the color underneath. Got your head rent free. Thirsty paint, thirsty. Just make sure you make this paint, you have plenty of water, because this paint is extra thirsty. Extra thirsty. It's very thirsty paint. They still didn't tell me what the water was for. No one tells me what the water. What's the water for? Why is that paint so thirsty? You screen be talking to you, be right next to the screen. Thirsty. Got any water on you? Now, where the fuck does that come from? Who did anybody? Is the screen talking to me? Got any water on you? I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. What it is with them screens, you have to treat them. You have to get a spray bottle. You have to spray and saturate the screen every day, because the screen gets very thirsty. I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you that one. Y'all demonstrations are definitely entertaining to watch. They are. I'm glad we copied them before you guys deleted y'all videos. They're so entertaining to watch. What we have here is a sprinkling of not actual black, but black right here. And it may seem like this got the advantage point. Yeah, that's when the screen basically pulled out the star. If I can put my charger in, pulled out the star field, came up on the screen, and the screen came up gray. Oh man, I'm telling you, that was freaking messed up to watch, man. Like, he literally got caught with his pants down. He literally got caught, literally with his pants down. What happened here? We got an effect. We don't want an effect. Put me back to where I'm at. Anyway, he got caught with his pants down around his ankles, man. With that one. What we have here is a screen that just failed. What we have here is a screen that you got on camera from day one, and you said that that screen was black. That screen was never black. That screen was gray the entire time. That's what we have here. By the way, I'm going to use that against you, because you committed fraud in that YouTube channel with that that paint at the end of the day, trying to scam customers off and making them believe that stuff would actually work, and it doesn't. They gave it to the one person that they knew that the paint failed, and he would still give it a good review. They gave it to Wake or McAfee. And that screen turned gray in front of everybody. What we have here is a spectrum of black. But oh, come on, man. Seriously? If you're a Pinocchio, you really would have put a hole right through your freaking wall with that one. A spectrum of black levels? All right, spectrum of black levels. We'll see you in court. You explain that nonsense, spectrum of black level. The dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I swear, that those people at the end of the day treat y'all customer base like y'all idiots. That's why people don't take anything y'all say seriously at all, period. They consider y'all to be idiots. And you follow idiot, you become the idiot. And you're out there doing dumb stuff like that, spending range gain and all that, you become part of the idiot pack. Don't get mad at me when you supported it. Half y'all brought that stuff, got it sitting on your wall right now. How many of y'all got Jamie's paint sitting on your wall right now, knowing what it is? Most of y'all probably painted over that mess already. Guy couldn't even keep the company up. The company fell through. And you got the paint on your wall. Good luck bragging about that one. Yeah, you know, I got this paint from this guy on YouTube. It's amazing. Where's the website? It's shut down. Because it turned out to be house paint. Paid $90 for some freaking house paint. And then went and did a video of how amazing it was. Oh man, he knew you guys were stupid. That's why he did that to you. He knew that he could basically get over on you guys. I'm just going to go and make some black and white paint, hit it with a high-end projector, stick it in a dark environment, and make you guys like idiots. Get you to believe anything. Then I'm going to rip you off of your money. And then I'm going to put a policy in there that if you open this thing up, then you're stuck with it. Have you ever heard of a policy like that? I literally showed you on the account. Who makes a policy that says if you open something, you're stuck with it? He did. That was for his own customers. He did that for his own customers. If you open it up, you're stuck with it. How else would you know it doesn't work if you don't open it up? So he said, I don't know if you tampered with it. So what if the person didn't tamper with it? You're being blamed for it? You know why? He doesn't know how to test his own stuff because he never did tests. You can't problem solve a problem if you never basically tested the product. How would you even know what the problem would be and how to fix it if you never tested it? That's why. So in order to get around that, just in case you found out yourself with everyday house paint, you put a policy in there saying that if it comes on your property, you can't return it. If you open it up, there's no return, no exchange. So what are you supposed to do now? There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. That's got to be fixed. What are you supposed to do? So you stuck with it? Yeah. And you guys are going to say, oh, he's got a really informative site. I was like, these people drink freaking pool water with extra chlorine in it. That's why I don't give you all that credit. Now, we take these guys to court and we sue them. And then some of these get this prison term or whatever's going to come up in the criminal charges. Then not only do you have the fact that we told you so on so many levels, but now you got the courts that said these guys were found guilty. Because none of them can back up anything they had, not one. Not one of them can back up any of their products. All they can do is go on their YouTube channel and say, well, this is how Mr. Burton, no, that's going to get you sued. It's going to get you more, give us more money. Like I said, you're going to pay for my stuff at the end of the day. So go on your YouTube channel, make up false accusations about my videos and stuff, and I'm going to sue you for that. That'll be another lawsuit I'll be filing against you. And then you'll be paying for something else from Mr. Bird. That's why I said at the end of the day, you guys are going to fund everything I want because you don't know when to shut up. That's your problem. You don't know when to shut the freak up. Shut it up. Do you understand me on that one? Do you know? You're getting yourself in more trouble. Shut up. You already got to go in and you got to back up a product that you can't even back up. You're going to go against a technology that has years and years and years of research underneath of it. You will lose these court cases. And these court cases at the end, they are no joke. These lawsuits are no joke. These criminal charges are no joke. But you know what you dummies do at the end of the day? You go on your channel and you rant about stuff and all you do is just pay us more money. I'll be making money off y'all forever. Because y'all don't know how to do the golden word. Shut up. Everybody knows at the end of the day, if you got an open case or anything on you, what do? Don't give them any more information. Don't talk anymore. Not you guys. You guys go online. Got so much stuff in here, it's not even funny. Shut up. You get mad about that. Something I'll say, shut up. Then you go on your show. Got you again. Go sue you again now. Another lawsuit. Now, if you're locked up and sitting over in that system over there and you pull out a cell phone over there and you carry on, we'll get you in there too. And then you lose privileges while you're in there. Shut up. Simple and plain. That's all you got to do. You're already in enough trouble already. Don't add to it. This guy's got 31 something accounts, probably higher than that when we get a hold of him. He's screwed. That's why he's on his channel ranting about some dumb nonsense at the end of the day. That ain't going to help you. It's still going to happen. It's funny, I can just come on there and say, shut up. And you guys are going to your channel rant paid. I make $12,000 a troll. If we get enough on you and we can take you to civil, then I get $50,000 a troll. I got to price this on how much money I can make off y'all. So, I mean, hey, pay Mr. Bird. Thank you. Oh, shoot. That doesn't look right. All right, let me go get that taken care of. This is done. I got to drop my promos in. Now, remember I said about that whole celestial thing? The sky just turning all black. Did I back it up again? Did I back up again about calling us up? I debunked all your paints at the day, your black paints. Debunked them all. Showed that our technology is far more superior than yours. Did I not do that? I had this conversation about the sky turning all black and the celestial light just coming out. Boom! It's a huge crater in the earth. And we just walk out. Everywhere we step, everything disappears around. Our energy source is unfreaking believable. It's off the charts. You can't even look us in the face. Our power is so great. Don't call us. Because if we come to your site, I will flatline your company. Do you understand me? Stay in your lane, mind your business. That's what you do. Don't say my name. Don't bring me up. Because two things will happen. I'll crush your business. It won't, when I get done with it, no one will touch your stuff. Or even worse, I'll drag you into a courtroom with a ton of evidence to bury you. And you will not get out of that situation. You will lose everything that you have at the end of the day, and then I would take away your lifespan, which means I would throw you into the prison system. Don't conjure us up. Leave us where we are. We're in our own little world. Building, designing, creating, being left alone in our own little world. But if you conjure me up and I have to come get you, it's not going to go well. And with the new team I'm going to bring in, that you trolls are going to pay for. You're going to pay for my lawyers. You're going to pay for my bounty hunters. You're going to pay for my cyber and investigators. You're going to pay for all that. You are going to be the reason why we build this new company on hunting and getting paid by trolls. Paid by trolls. You're going to build that off your backbones, off your freaking livelihood, your freaking paychecks, your insurance, your houses, your homes, your jewelry, your electronics. When we sue you in court, that money is going to basically pave the way for the new company to track you guys down. It'll come from your money at the end of the day. I'm starting this series. I'm telling you, I'm starting a business. I'm tracking trolls. Yep. We're going to start a show on it. YouTube channel, Tracking Trolls. Going to have people on the scene, wearing body cams, bounty hunters, tracking down individuals that didn't show up for court. It's going to be a fun show. Like, how did this get started? Well, this got started by a guy named Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. He started the whole thing. And that's what started a company called Tracking Trolls. Tracking trolls, paid by trolls, doesn't make a difference. And how was the company paid for? Oh, by trolls. They paid for the whole thing. Isn't that amazing? And then hopefully this sparks up for other companies to do the same thing we do. And that means your trolls will be hunted to now. People will be hunting you to get money out of you. You mention or say the wrong thing, somebody will come and get you. I freaking love it. I love it. But until I'm getting paid off you guys. I'm so glad that freaking Williams Building didn't cooperate with us and they got nasty with us. I'm so happy about that. I'm going to sue them for millions of dollars. On top of it, each manager's getting sued too. I'm going to sue every manager on that floor that had something to do with it. Every single one. Oh man, this is going to be great. They're going to pay for my truck. Let me get my phone on the charge. Do we got juice in the battery unit? The battery unit juice is juicy. It's juicy. It's extra juicy in that battery charge. Extra juicy. All right. Oh, time for me to disappear. I gotta go. I got business to take care of. All right. Yippee-ki-yay and all that good stuff on the Proceeds promo demonstration, showing us crushing your fake black paint at the end of the day. Oh, look at the white levels on that screen. And customers, again, as I said before, if you're going to buy screen paint, buy it from the professionals, not the fakes that can't back it up in court. And I can't wait to start my new slogan that, what's I'm going to do? So I'm going to make money off y'all being in jail. What's it going to do? Going to basically talk about how haters or something like that. No, people are so jealous of my products, they're willing to go to jail over it. It's true, right? You did go to jail over my product, right? Yes. We can back our products up so well that we can take our haters to court and win. See this limousine? Bought by a hater. See my house? Bought by my haters. My haters paid for all this. Paid for my boots, my clothes, everything I want. Haters trip, the Disney World, all paid by haters. So it shows at the end of the day, we took it to court. You couldn't back up your claim against me and you lost, so I took your money. And you're going to pay for my trip to Disney World. I think we're going to do a limo this time. Paid by haters. So, like Cat Williams said, if you got yourself 30 haters at the end of the day, get yourself 30 more and get paid. Get paid. Get paid off haters. And now watch, you got other people thinking about, they got haters too, like, huh. See, that's what's going to spark. The other people got haters be thinking like, huh. I think I'm going to do the same thing Mr. Bird is doing. Yeah, get paid from your haters. Now, some people may not afford the cyber private investigator. This is what you do. Take them to small claims court. Get 12 grand at them, or whatever your state pays at the end of the day. That's the first start. Now you got about 8,000, 5,000, whatever, in your banking account. That's it. And you don't have to have a lawyer involved in this. That means that that extra money stays for you. It doesn't go to an attorney. So that's extra, like I said, that extra money. You can take that money and say you got another guy who's doing some stuff to you. Go take him to court too. Get him too. Now you got a little more money. Now later on, you can probably spend the money for that cyber investigator. Invest that money and go track down the other ones. Make sure that you keep a list of every single person that comes into your room. Record or screenshot of them saying whatever they said about you, because you can get them on that nonsense. It's called slander. Anything they say about you being fake or rip off, whatever, these are keywords that you can get them on. And YouTube is the best way to track and sue trolls at the end of the day. Very easy to do it, because they come on here and they self-snitch on themselves all day long. Go to their channel. Don't do it live. Go on their channel. Go record all this stuff secretly, because they don't know you're online and they won't delete anything off the account. Document everything. And then when you take them to court, you got it right there. That's extra 10, 20, 10,000, 5,000, would depend on your state, because over here in Pennsylvania it's 12. So that's what it is. But that ain't bad. And if they don't basically pay up, like they want to hold on the money, sell your judgment. There are plenty of these places that will buy your judgment. Now they buy your judgment. That means, say if you sue somebody for $8,000, right? They'll take their percentage out and they'll give your money right up front and they'll go after them. That way you don't got to wait. You can just start a nice little business off of that. But there's so many of them out there, you know what I mean? And they're so easy to attack you. So you can make money off these guys. Jamie has, when he leaves from here, he has given us a mountain of trolls that we're going to make a lot of money off of, you guys. A lot of money. Now, once we get that bankroll up a little bit, maybe somewhere between $60,000, $70,000 from suing y'all in small claims court, we're going to switch over to civil and start hitting y'all with bigger lawsuits, because we got more money to pay out. I'm not trying to put any more money in this. I'm trying to do it all from you guys. So once I get that range on there, I'm going to turn around and hit y'all with that $150,000 lawsuit, $80,000, $50,000, $40,000 lawsuits. Take that out of you. Yeah, bigger lawsuits, because we're taking your money and upgrading. We're investing now. Investing to civil court, to the small claims court. Take you there. We can easily get you over there with no problem. And next you know, we hit the federal, get the big money, take y'all even heavier. And you don't get the money, it'll make a difference to me, but still you're going to get hit with that nonsense. At the end of the day, you're going to have to deal with that. And you're still going to have to worry about criminal charges if we hit you with that. So we're going to pay it off y'all. And we're going to tutorial videos and showing people how to get paid off your trolls. If you're dumb enough to go into someone's channel and do threats and say nasty stuff and keep coming back and all, you deserve to get sued, because they're going to go and they're going to check how many times your IP hit that account. And everything you wrote and everything, all that stuff is read. You do know that, right? When you type stuff in, it does pop up on the other side of the server, right? That's how YouTube's able to go in and prosecute your channel, because they can see, oh, you typed all in there. They can read the stuff you're typing in, you idiot. Wow, like really? God. Oh my goodness. The level of idiocy is unbelievable. I'm about to faint. Oh, the idiocy. Yeah, that's how they know. You say bring stuff up on, like, oh man, I did say that. There you go. Your stuff is all documented. All right, I'm done here. I gotta go call somebody. I gotta go take care of some business today. I got some stuff I gotta do. But yeah, we're gonna do more of these debunked videos at the end of the day on why they're so jealous of our products. And I'll see you on court. Next week we begin. We start the process. The first person we come after is Fernando. He's the one we hit first. And then the rest of you will go with him. Man. I'm curious what you guys are worth. Some of you probably own your houses. Yep. You own a car. Taking that. How much money you got in your banking account? We gotta get paid by trolls. We gotta get paid. Paid by trolls. I don't know how much you got at the end of the day. Got gun collection, taking that. Anything, taking everything. This is interesting how these people try to take from me, and now when I take from you, I'm definitely going to take from you. There is some people we are going to let go. I can see that happening. Not if you did something heinous, no. But if you did something like that, I can see that let go. Some people bring their kids to court sometimes so they can get mercy. It don't work. All right, enough of that deep thinking for today. I'm gonna go look at the freaking whatchamacallit. I don't know if I'm gonna set up a TV system in that freaking Audi at the end of the day because they got them little square ones. That's not gonna work for me, especially for a guy who watches giant screens all day. I got something bigger than that. If I can put a projection set up in there with this little projector, that'd be hot. Black screen come down and boof. It'd be my technology. This is my technology right here. We developed this technology. Oh, that would be hot. Put a little bump up in the roof, just a little bit in there, just a bump so this can fit up in there, and have my screen flip down. Tell me that would not be hot. Flip up, flip down with the limb with the black one. Oh man, I want that. I'm gonna design that. See, I'm gonna design it a party for my limo. Can you imagine? I don't know how people say it today. Like, I don't know how you say drip. I've been messing with my Gen Zs all the time. The drip. You got the drip on. They just be stopping to look at me. They just drip. Is that drip right there? How do you know when the drip is on when it's off? How do you know, sir? Faucet, just turn off the drip and put the drip on. Or the drip, right? Come down, say you're about to go. I get that drip on. Look at you with that drip. Like, please don't say it that way, please. And it's funny because it's like when I was going to parties and stuff like that, and I was going to dollar parties and all that stuff. My mom would come down and say, "Oh, so you got that style on. You got the style. You're styling out like mother." No, we don't call that. This is funky fresh in the house, looking fresh. And now they call it drip today. I got that drip. Drip. Drip is out of control. We gotta call a plumber. Got too much drip. That's funny. Anyway, hope you enjoy your day. Look how beautiful that screen looks over there. Look at that. Look at the white nose. Watch. Watch the white nose pierce through. Look at that. Bum, 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 bum. Look at that flash. Boom. Yeah. All right. I got to get something done today. I got some things to do. Got to charge my phone up. I got some place I got to go. Hope y'all enjoyed the video demonstration. We had some fun. At the end, I'm joking and have some fun. At the end of the day, that's what I do. That's what I usually do in videos, right? After we get done crushing people at the end of the day. So, again, I was able to come out here and show you at the end of the day why y'all black paints that y'all make at the end of the day don't match my technology. And when if that's not enough for you, then I'll drag you in court. I mean, literally, I will drag you into a courtroom and we'll do it there. So you keep on making your little videos. I'll just keep gathering information on you. And when I'm ready, we'll come for you. And then you can explain that same conversation that you did on your YouTube channel, except for in a courtroom. Except for the difference between there and there is that in YouTube, you're not going to lose a lot of money. You're not going to get thrown in jail. And this one you will. Because that's considered fraud against my business. So I'm going to get you on fraud in civil, in court. Oh. All right, people. Thank y'all. Y'all got it. Thank you. Have a good day. If you're interested in our amazing products that we can back up even in a courtroom, I can't wait to crush some people in court. So I can go on camera and say, even in a courtroom, we crush them. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I gotta get me a Viking helmet. I gotta get a Viking helmet for this. I'm gonna call it the troll crusher. Give me a huge mallet. The troll crusher. Even in a courtroom, we can crush you. I can't wait till we get a couple of people in court and destroy them. Even in the courtroom, we crush them. There's nowhere that's from the run. Go ahead, run. Run as fast as you can. Run. Run. Where are you going to go? You can't go anywhere. Where are you going to go? I'm going to crush you everywhere. Get you in that courtroom. I'm going to obliterate you in there, man. You see what I just did on this YouTube channel? Imagine if we were in court and I just did this to you. Just think about it. Just imagine if I did this to you in court, how badly that would come out. Oh. And like I said, I don't hate you. I don't hate you for you. I'm just going to crush you in court. You deserve it. That's all. I'm so excited about it. You have no idea. My adrenaline is through the roof over this. I cannot wait to go. I love going to court. You have no idea. I love it so much. I love it. I can't wait to see you guys there. I can't wait. And the beautiful thing about it is, I want you to believe. I want you to believe it's not going to happen. I do. I want you to believe that. I want you to believe deep down. You tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself to bring you some kind of comfort at the end of the day. You tell yourself that this is a bluff and this is not going to happen. That next week I'm not going to come back with a document that begins the process of this nightmare for you. I want you to believe that 100%. I'm going to shatter that one for you. You understand me? This is a real deal. It's going to happen. I'm going to walk into that magistrate. I'm going to file that lawsuit against Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, and I'm going to sue the living daylights out of him. And if he does not show up, I'm going to go back and get another document that says he didn't show up for this court case, and I'm going to go over to criminal, and I'm going to file criminal charges against you. So I begin the process of getting a warrant for your arrest. I hope you show up, because if you don't show up, I swear you will get a bench warrant. You understand that, Fernando? And if you get that bench warrant, you see that prison? I'm going to walk past the day and pop up a recording on it. That's where you're going to be at. For whatever time. It can be 6 months to a year before we go to trial again. You'll be there. You'll be in Allentown. You definitely will be. The ironic thing about that, you won't be on your YouTube channel. You won't be in your comfort of your apartment anymore. Every time I walk past that building, you're going to be there. I'm going to be free walking around. You're not. Well, with that being said, chip, chip, cheerio, and crush them all. Gotta go. All right, when are we going to launch another technology? We got that real crazy technology. And then we should do, we should bring out, next week, should bring out the gold version of this technology. The gold version, crush them with the gold. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to have fun with this. From now on, your fake black paints, I'm going to crush them on every product we make. I'm going to crush them just for fun. I'm going to destroy your stuff. And then your gray screen paints, I'm going to crush y'all. Matter of fact, I can crush you both at the same time. I can crush the gray and the black at the same time. I can make the gray screen turn up beige on our screen. Oh, we got to do the demonstration. Oh, we did it already, didn't we? And we can make the gray black screens unwatchable. Oh, the power. The power. I mean, look, you asked for it at the end of the day. You asked for it, right? Okay, cool, hold on. I'm trying to leave here. You asked for it. What do you think was going to happen? Oh, okay, let me get this straight. You thought that you guys would all gang up on me, and that I would basically get scared and run away, and I would basically, at the end, long run, just give up. That's what you thought, right? You thought I was going to give up? You really believed I was going to give up? You guys all get together, put enough pressure on me, I'll give up, right? Got the wrong person. I'm not that type of person at the end of the day. You can put tons of pressure on me. I will still stand and fight you. I'll fight you to my last. I'm not the type of person that gives up or surrender. I will fight to my very last. You got the wrong person. Bit off more than you could chew. I'm a person you can make tons of death threats to. I will still go and do what I have to do. Nothing will cause me to back down. Nothing will discourage me from my path. Nothing will stop me from my destination or my goal. I will follow it through no matter what. That's what you're dealing with. So there's no threat that can stop me. Nothing. I will follow it through no matter what. That's the determination and the push and drive that I have every single day. A disease couldn't even stop me. A disease that made the agreement that it was going to take my life, destroy my world, make me unmovable, unmobile. And I beat it at the end of the day. Me and the Lord together, working together, destroyed that disease. Nothing stops me. I do what I need to do. And when I mean that I will drag every single one of you involved in touching my company into a courtroom, that I will crush you in that environment, I mean it 150%. I'll get it done. I'm always determined to get the job done, no matter what it takes. That's the way I was brought up. I was brought up and raised by a Marine, my father. I was raised different than you. So that's what you're dealing with. Good luck. That being said, see you in court. Gotta go.